We have all heard of the Ark of the Covenant, the famous gold-plated wooden chest and the most sacred relic to the ancient Israelites. But how many of you are aware of the Ark of the New Covenant, and how does Mary play a role in this? Find out more on this episode of Catholic Meanings. To begin, we must understand what the Ark of the Covenant was and the context behind it. We first must go back to the story of the Exodus from Egypt. Moses has freed his people from slavery and has received the Ten Commandments from God. God commands Moses and the Jews to construct a tabernacle, and within the tabernacle, an ark made of acacia wood, covered in gold, with 2 cherubim statues on top. So what was inside the Ark of the Covenant? Inside the ark were 3 things, the first being the stone tablets of the covenant, or the Ten Commandments. This represents the Word of God, or the law. The second was a jar of manna. Manna was the flaky-like substance that God provided every morning for the ancient Israelites to eat while they were wandering in the desert. Hence why manna is sometimes called the bread from heaven. The third and final object was the rod of Aaron. This was the rod that turned into a snake in an attempt to convince the Pharaoh to free the people from slavery. This is a symbol of the high priesthood. When the ark was complete, the cloud of the Lord covered the tabernacle and the glory of God filled the ark. It is really important to note that the Ark of the Covenant was considered the dwelling place of the Lord here on earth. Now that we know the importance of the ark and what it is, let's get into the story of David and the ark. In the book of Samuel, one day the ancient Israelites were losing a battle against the Philistines. The Israelites marched the ark up into the front of the battle thinking it would help them win. However, in this attempt, the Philistines captured the ark, but the Philistines were punished by God, so they returned the ark to Israel. David went to go retake the ark, but then a man named Uzzah was killed instantly when he touched the ark. This caused the fearful David to say, "How is it that the ark of the Lord should come to me?" So he let it stay in the house of Obed-Edom for 3 months. And then the house of Obed-Edom was blessed. When David heard this news, he brought the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem, where he danced with joy before it. So now that we know this story, how does Mary play a role in all of this? Well, remember what I said what was inside the ark? Well, what was inside of Mary's womb? Jesus. Inside the ark were the stone tablets representing the Word of God. Jesus is the Word made flesh. Inside the ark was the manna from heaven. Jesus is the bread of life. Inside the ark was the rod of Aaron, the symbol of the high priesthood. Jesus is the one true high priest. Just as David said, "How is it that the ark of the Lord should come to me?" Elizabeth said to Mary, "Whence is this to me, that the mother of my Lord should come to me?" And within Elizabeth, John the Baptist leaped in the womb, just as David danced in front of the ark. And Mary stayed in the house of Elizabeth for 3 months, just as the Ark of the Covenant stayed in the house of Obed-Edom for 3 months. Do you see the parallels the Bible is making between the Ark of the Old Covenant in the Ark of the New Covenant, which is found in Mary, the Mother of God? Therefore, let us give great honor and reverence to Mary, the Ark of the New Covenant, a covenant which is now for all the people of the world. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Thank you for watching, and God bless.